Well then chaps, we're in a Clio 172 Cup and it's one you might recognise. If you watched my video from Cadwell Park a few weeks ago, we had a little Clio 172 hustling me when I was driving Joe's EG. Do you remember? I was driving a K20 EG and I had a fucking Clio chasing me, and you know, he wasn't that far behind either. Now a few of you commented on that video, oh you should have driven that Clio, that'd have been fun. Well, guess what we're in today? We're at Anglesey again, another Rusky Well kind of collab thing that we're doing with the YouTubes. I'm driving some of their cars, and now I'm driving the Clio, the pink pig they call it, right? This Clio is obviously quite modified, you might be able to tell. Full spec list in the description, but briefly it's got 197 cams and a few bits done to the engine, so you know it's breathing a bit better. I'm sure the power will be over 200 peak. I forgot to ask, but you know, over 200 peak more than likely. Full cage. We've got a fancy gearbox. Again, just check the description because I've forgotten already, but it's a fancy gearbox. And we've got posh suspension. There's a lot going on here. I know it just looks like a Clio, right? And hopefully the title's not throwing you off too much. It is technically a Clio 172 Cup. Look, we've got the blue dials. It's the original blue colour. What's it going to drive like on track? We're about to find out. I used to own one of these. It was a Phase 1 Odyssey Blue. I've mentioned it a few times on this channel. Never driven it on track before, but obviously throughout my years of track driving, I've seen people driving Clios and having a good time. So now's my time to find out what it's all about. The seating position is not too bad. It could be better. These lads love having the steering wheel close because of touring cars or something, I think. But we've got a pedal cam. We've done what we can with the pedal cam. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, but yeah, let's get out and see what this Clio 172 Cup is all about. What's it like to drive? Let's find out. Oh no, my glove's getting ripped.
Brakes a few pumps before you go out. As you go down, because they go a bit soft.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
The brakes go a bit soft. You're telling me this now?
It depends after they contract.
Alright, okay. Do you hear that? The brakes go a bit soft apparently.
10 laps in then. Actually, it's campus there.
Might have got a bit hot on that session. All good. Very hot. How was the Clio then? Well, completely different to drive than a Civic. What's going on there then? Is it a beam on the back or something? It can turn in so sharply, right? But the front kind of turns in and the back just kind of hobbles along after it. It's such a strange feeling when you're used to driving Civics and Integras and stuff like that. Pretty epic. Yeah, definitely pretty epic. I was struggling with the gears a little bit. I was trying to be real gentle with the gears, but I was still getting a bit of a notch now and again into third and fourth, I think. Maybe need to mention it to someone. Hopefully I've not broken it, but it seems to be doing that quite often. If I was really gentle with it, then it wouldn't. I don't know what the foot cam was like, but the pedals themselves felt pretty good. I'm not really at an optimal angle here. I'm a bit high up in the car, but when I had my Clio 172 road car, I used to feel like I was sat on it rather than it anyway, so I think that's kind of a Clio thing to feel like I'm quite tall in the car. But yeah, it drove really good. I was impressed with it. It's fast as well, like genuinely fast. I'm starting to see why it was keeping track of the Civic so well, or it seemed to be at Cadwell Park. Yeah, real fast, just completely different to drive. I had to try and take it all in and kind of try and drive fast at the same time. And as I've said in some other videos that we've done from Anglesey today, it's not a track that I know too well, so apologies for some of my lines and stuff, but yeah, it was real good on the brakes as well. I wasn't sure if it had ABS or not. So smooth on the brakes, so that was really surprising, because there was some times where I was like, shit, I'm going too fast into this corner, but managed to get it slowed down just in time and didn't cause an accident. Now, I was trying to build myself up to go round the end corner fourth in flat, which, not the end corner, sorry, the third corner I think it is, or the second corner. So it's a fast right-hander. Eddie says you can take that flat. So I thought, oh, okay. But I couldn't take it flat. I managed just a little lift and back on was the best I could do. And then on the last lap of that session, I did try and do it flat, and yeah, things got a bit scary for me. I ran out onto the grass a little bit, only a little bit. It's fine. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. It's been a fun one to make. How would I compare the Clio against the Civic then? I think that's what a few will want to know. It's more comparable to an EP3 really, isn't it? Because they're the same kind of money. Are we going to get an EP3 track car, or are you going to get a Clio track car? Well, the Clio is definitely more engaging to drive than an EP3. No doubt about that. Mostly because of the steering feel. You get quite a lot of steering feel, although this one has got a quick rack. So it's kind of cheating slightly. The steering feel was fucking great from this thing. Like, you knew where the front wheels were all the time. And as we know with an EP3, you don't know where anyone's wheels are. I saw a good comment recently, someone regarding an EP3 steering wheel. They said it feels like you're steering the car in front, which yeah, EP3s do kind of feel like that, don't they? I reckon this is probably about the same straight line as an EP3 as well, once you've done all the usual EP3 stuff, because the EP3 will no doubt be, you know, about 200 kilos or 150 kilos more than this, so I bet the straight line performance isn't too dissimilar. What else can we compare it against? The Fiestas. I've not really driven many Fiestas and stuff like that, so I can't really give an opinion on that. But yeah, compare it against the Civic Type R EP3, well, what would I rather be driving? I don't know, chaps. What would you rather be driving? Clio or Civic? Good fun regardless. This must have some silly diff in it, because yeah, it was either really grippy at the front, or I was putting too much power through it and just understeering because of, you know, what felt like a locked diff. I don't know if it's a gripper or something like that. I'll read the description after I've posted it, and I'll be able to know what diff's in it. But yeah, there's got to be some kind of funky diff going on, because it. Yeah, I remember with my Integra, the plated LSD, if you didn't get it right and you tried to kind of power on too early, you can wash out a little bit, especially when you don't know the track so well and you're cooking the tyres and going a bit hot. But yeah, that was great, so thanks to Eddie for letting me have a go. I need to cool down for a little bit, and then we'll be driving something else, which will be fun. So, hope you enjoyed watching, chaps. If you want to know anything more about my thoughts on the car, drop a comment. I do read all the comments and try and reply to most of them. I try to. I don't always, but I do try to. So If you think I've missed anything out in the video, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to get back to you. But yeah, have a discussion in the comments. Clio or Civic, what would you go for? Thanks to the Patreons. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.